What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Today we're going to be discussing Roddy Ricch and just going over his arrest and some Feed the Streets 3 news that we actually do have. But before we start, I do just want to give a shout out to all channel members. Thank you guys for supporting me and the channel. If you're interested in checking that out, you can look at the join button listed down below. But with all this being said, we're just going to get started. I do want to give a shout out as well to Roddy Ricch Zone over on Instagram for having a lot of this information and news on their account. Big shout out to them for doing this. But to start off why Roddy was arrested and looking at that, we're going to break down an article that I found that just covers it all. Alright, so I'm going to leave a link to this article in the description down below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. But the headline for it just reads, rapper Roddy Ricch's charges have been dismissed after the possession that he had arriving at the New York City Governor's Ball. The article just goes on to say that Roddy Ricch was arrested in Queens for possession just hours before he was set to take the stage at the Governor's Ball, and the charges ended up getting dismissed the next day, which is today on Sunday. Goes on to say that Ricch, 23, whose real name is Roderick Moore, and two other men were in a black 2020 Cadillac passing through a checkpoint where the music festival was being held at about 6:30 p.m. Saturday when police stopped them and found a loaded weapon. Then it just goes on to say that Ricch's arrest forced the 25 million rappers, which is a little weird of a song to pick for him. It's always weird when they have song names like that just to kind of like identify the rapper. I always find that weird, and in cases like this it's not even their biggest song. But it just goes on to say that he ended up having to cancel his show at the Governor's Ball. This Governor's Ball too, Halsey was the top act for Saturday night for one of a 3-day festival. This started Friday with a show headlined by Kid Cudi, and Roddy was listed third on the bill Saturday among 20 performers. Roddy has since been released after being arrested in only a day. We know that he was going to perform at the Governor's Ball, and then obviously his show had to get canceled, but after that happened, Roddy got released, all his charges got dropped, so there shouldn't be any worry regarding this situation again kind of having an impact on Roddy or his career, nothing like that. It wasn't anything super big. But diving into what we know about Feed the Streets 3, Roddy has teased a couple things. He's teased a collab, another one with Mustard, who obviously Roddy has a few hits with him now at this point, and he just posted on his Instagram story by saying, at Mustard, it's time, and it could possibly be a snippet track that Roddy's talking about possibly releasing, but he obviously has a lot of songs with Mustard, so it could be something completely different. But there is also speculation going on that wherever area Roddy's at in his new recent Instagram post, he might possibly be shooting a music video for Feed the Streets 3. He's also been teasing a lot of Feed the Streets 3 stuff. For one, we know that Kifa has already showed us a teaser to the Feed the Streets 3 track list. We have a picture of a whiteboard that you can see some tracks on it, and it says see you soon in the upper left hand corner. So this isn't confirming anything too much because it is a little hard to read, but it does give us some speculation that one, Feed the Streets 3 will be releasing this year. At least that's what Roddy said, and they might possibly already have a track list, or at least one that's a work in progress coming together. Roddy's also been more active on social media, just confirming and posting new things regarding Feed the Streets 3. He's been kind of tweeting a little more actively and posting on his Instagram story. Looking at one of the posts that Roddy did, he confirms that Feed the Streets 3 is sounding beautiful, so it looks like the track list might be coming together well, and the project is, and I'm really hoping that this will be something that kind of goes back to what Roddy did on both the first two Feed the Streets installments, and I'm hoping that this third one is just fire with a whole bunch of hits on it. I know that Live Life Fast got a lot of criticism and everything. I personally enjoyed the album, but I do understand why people didn't really like it. It wasn't Roddy going to just drop an album with hit after hit on it. He definitely wanted to go with more of a theme and everything, and I think that Roddy not being that active on social media did play a part in that album just not being received that well. I know that might be not a very popular opinion. I know it is because the album isn't that accepted, but at the end of the day, I'm still a fan of Roddy. I didn't really mind the album. I don't think it's anywhere close to anything he's dropped previously, but I still do think it's an alright album, and I'm just hoping that Feed the Streets 3 has a little bit more of the style of Roddy that we all want to see. But with all this being said, this is everything revolving Roddy as of recently. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll obviously keep you updated as we get more news, and if you enjoy these videos, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.